On the biggest lesson series today, I have with me
Ifeyinwa Morenike.
Ifeyinwa Morenike. On the biggest lesson series, that's one interesting one. What is your biggest lesson in life so far?
My biggest lesson in life is that just because you failed once doesn't make you a failure.
Just because you failed once doesn't make you a failure. Why do you say so? What's the experience? How did you learn this lesson?
Okay, so from personal experience, I applied for universities in Canada to study medicine in Canada.
Yeah.
And actually I got into the university.
Oh, wow.
And I kept trying to, get my visa and get everything done. And it was just so difficult.
Wow.
And so I took that as a huge drawback. So people were like, maybe you should just go and study. When they offered us admission to Abwad, I went through some processes. I did GPEP.
Oh, yeah?
In Abisk Afebolala International Study Center.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, you can enter into 200 level. For some reason, our site, they didn't allow us to.
Yeah.
So instead of that, they said, okay, you can enter into 200 level, but not for medicine.
Wow.
You can enter for pharmacology, you can enter for nursing or something else, but not medicine.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I want to study medicine. So there was some blips, even after secondary school as well. I was supposed to go straight from there to school. And instead I said, no, I want to go abroad. So I kept trying different means, and it just seemed like
it wasn't working.
It wasn't working.
Wow.
But I said, I'm going to study this medicine.
Wow.
And I see my journey getting here not as a failure, because each step of the way I learned something.
And now you're studying medicine.
Now I'm studying medicine and I'm doing the things that I know God wants me to do. I know that if I went to Canada, I'm a Christian podcast.
Podcast. I see.
I have a business, a hairline that I run that I would not have been doing. So I see the way God.
What's your podcast called? So maybe
my podcast, Limitless Faith Life Growth.
Oh, Limitless Faith Life Growth. Okay, yeah. I'll listen in one of these days, and I hope that the people who are listening to you, who want to hear more of what you're saying, can also listen in. Thank you very much for your lesson. The lesson is that you failed once.
Yes.
Doesn't make you a failure. How long did you wait for?
From the time I finished secondary school till now, or to 100 level, about 4 years.
Wow, so you waited 4 years. So sometimes there's a waiting period.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so for those who've been waiting and hoping that their failures will yield results and maybe there'll be something good out of it, this is an example and some good thing. Ifeyinwa, thank you very much for your lesson. We're still hopeful, and then we're not up on your podcast. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, you too.